And we're going to go to a different spot because the lighting is really bad. Give me a hot second, everyone. Hold on. Sorry about that. I thought the lighting was going to be a lot better. It is not. It's actually worse. Hello, everyone. I'll just bring this with me as we're doing this really quickly. Hope my audio sounds good. Let me know if it doesn't. I can always fix that. So we're going to come with me real quick. I'm going to get my coffee in a second. But hello. Hope everyone's having a good day as we are an hour before the release of Smoke. I'm very excited. We'll just go over here, something like that. We got about 4 people for the stream. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the pre-stream. We are an hour before the release of Smoke. This lighting sucks too. Don't worry, I'm going to get some good lighting here. You guys can start asking questions if you would like. I'm just getting my coffee. Hello, if you're from the Frugal Filmmaking page, hello, how's it going? If you're from anywhere else, thank you and for tuning into the stream. We're an hour before the release of Smoke, and I'm going to be answering your guys' questions about the process of filmmaking and all that. If it gets too bad, I'll probably switch locations, but we'll see. Some questions we got. Just got this announcement on your feed. Excited for the release. I'm very excited for the release too. I'm glad you're excited. Thank you, Matthew, for tuning to the stream. It will be releasing, I think, in about an hour at noon. As my New Year's kind of release and gift. So that was kind of an idea. Let's answer some just kind of fun questions real quick. No bunny suit? No bunny suit. Start with a basic question. What is Smoke? Smoke is a short film I worked on for the past about year with a really big team of people that I'm very proud of. And Matthew was one of those people who helped me work on that project and make it come to life. Basically, it is a short film about a sort of post-apocalyptic future where lighting's really bad. I'm probably going to move locations. It is basically about this kid who is about to graduate from high school, and he has just lost his father, and it's a lot about him deciding whether he's going to go to school or if he's going to go to a college in this world where it's very rare to go to college, or if he's going to stay home and protect this dog that is kind of in memory of his father. There's a lot of symbolism in the film. I'm very proud of the film. If you're interested, it'll be out in an hour. Thank you guys for tuning in the stream. We got about 7 people. For people who are tuning in from Frugal or anywhere else, if you guys have any questions about the process of the filmmaking or about the project in general, you guys can comment to the side. And don't worry, we'll be all watching the film together in about an hour, and you guys can ask your questions then and such. How many people worked on this project? On total, from writing, from storyboarding to pre-production, production, editing, about 20 to 30 people of my close friends and family helped me work on this project, and it was really cool. And that has just grown. Why on New Year's Eve, Colton? A lot of the idea was to do it. I was going to do it New Year's Day, but I don't have time New Year's Day. I have too much going on, and I wanted to do this at the start of the new year, and I'm just not going to have a lot of time once I get back because, right now I'm in Spokane. Seeing some family, and this is a little bit of time I have. And when I get back, I have so many projects and so many things going on that I just don't have time. So I'm going to release it today. That I'll do in the morning, less at night, because I figured most people would be busy at night. So we'll do it in the morning, and it's going to be fun. So yeah, and you're tuning in the stream, so I guess it is a good time. Was there any movies that influenced Smoke? Plenty. I'd say the biggest influence for me was the movie Logan. That was a really big influence on the world it built. And my goal was to build a world. It was definitely about the characters and such, but I wanted to build a really interesting, cool world and explore that. And explore a small story within this big world. And that was really cool to me. And there's a lot of different ways I would go about it next time. I learned a lot about that. There's many things I would do probably differently. I would probably rewrite the script entirely, but that's just all about the process of learning it. How many projects do you have planned in the future? As of right now, projects, not just films, but projects I have planned. I have about 5 projects right now in the books, that I'm starting on. And I'm really excited for each one of them. Each one is super cool, very different. And the start of the new year is going to be getting those projects out. So we're working really hard on those. Very excited. Any sequel plan for Smoke if it gets well received? I have no idea. Thank you guys for tuning to the stream. If it, I never really thought of making a sequel for Smoke, just because the story never requires one. And for me, a sequel, I'm very. A sequel has to be a really good idea for me. I really have to have a solid idea for a sequel. The only thing about Smoke, and I think you guys will see, is there is a character within Smoke I would like to explore more, actually a lot more. So, depending on how well this is received, there might not be necessarily a sequel to Smoke, but more of a prequel or a side story within the same world with a different character. Because there's a character I really like, and I wish I could have explored more, and we might explore more in the future. So yeah, that's, I guess, the answer to that. When did you realize you wanted to make films? Did any directors influence you to do it? Yes. Well, when I was a kid, my favorite film was Spider-Man when I was like really young. So I always loved that. This flickering is really annoying me, so I'm probably gonna move real quick. But there was a lot of things that influenced me. I originally started out as a actor. I just loved acting in general, and that was kind of my way of getting into filmmaking. Is I thought if I was an actor, come back to me. I thought acting would be my way of getting into the world of film. I thought that was what I wanted to do, even though I liked writing stories a lot more. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of moving locations. Hopefully, this is a lot better. I'm really hoping it is. I think this is a lot better. But pretty much the day I knew I wanted to be a filmmaker was my seventh grade in middle school. That year was when I started developing War Alone, and I started developing films, and I never could get one off the ground. But the end of my 8th grade year was when I decided to really go for it, and I made my first film, beginning of my freshman year. And that was really the start of me knowing I wanted to be a filmmaker, and that's what I wanted to do. So it really drove, and ever since then, I have never changed my opinion about what I want to do in life. This is it. But directors who influenced me, plenty. Man, Edgar Wright is one of my favorite directors working in Hollywood right now. I've loved every single one of his films. Of course, Christopher Nolan, big influence. I love his films. And yeah, of course, some of the classics, Steven Spielberg, all those directors are great. But I think Edgar Wright is one of my favorite directors right now working. Sorry, guys, I'm getting my coffee real quick, I need my coffee before I do this. All right. So what questions you got? Were there any challenging scenes that were hard to shoot? Yes. The hardest scene to shoot, which you guys will see, is one I'm not very proud of. I'll tell you one scene that was hard to shoot that I'm proud of and one I'm not. The one I'm very not proud of is there's the night scene where they're walking, the character's walking his dog. It was very rushed. We did not have much time to film it correctly, especially for a night scene. It was not done very well. It wasn't done correctly, and it just looks very sloppy, and I'm not very proud of it. We should have spent at least 2 hours on that scene, and we spent about 30 to 45 minutes. We should have spent a lot more time on it, and it just doesn't look right. A scene I'm really proud of that was really difficult was probably the fight scene. The ending scene actually entirely was really, I felt like we did a good job. The fight scene could have been choreographed better, but from the doorway and everything else after, I promise I'm not really spoiling anything. There's a fight scene. Everything after that entire sequence, I thought was really well paced and really well done, and I'm very proud of that. Of course, I could have done better, but as for challenging scenes go, that was a really hard one to pull off, and I felt like we pulled it off just enough to where it doesn't feel too amateur. It does at times, but I feel like it's at the level where it's not quite as amateur as it could have been. Do you find writing scripts more difficult than filming? Probably, because scripts are very important to me. And as for a student writer, it's really easy to write a bad script. And so I spend a lot of time trying to write something that's really good, that's really heartfelt, that's realistic, and doesn't have a lot of the cliches that a lot of student films have. And I try and break those molds, and I try and understand how writing and characters work. And that's a really hard thing to do. And so I have a lot of people write my scripts, but the reason it takes me so long is because I really have to get these scripts right. Especially my next one I'm writing right now, I'm spending a ton of time on because it's my first feature film script, and it's taking a lot of time because I really want to perfect it. It's very hard, and I recommend spending a lot of time. I've spent up to a full year writing a script, and this one I've already spent a good solid 4 or 5 months trying to write, and I haven't gone far. Mainly because a lot of those months are spent thinking about it and just putting down ideas on paper and whiteboard, and not actually typing it up yet. It's just really coming up with ideas and structuring it together before I actually put it on paper. What college do you plan to go to, if any? After high school, my career path is, I'm definitely going to be a filmmaker. There's nothing else I'd rather do. So right now I'm looking at different career paths. I'm looking at what I want to do in terms of education-wise. I honestly don't know. It really depends a year from now where things I end up, where projects lead me. That all depends on what happens this year next when I do these next projects. But hypothetically, if I am to go to college, which I would be very interested in, I think going to Western would be, it's a college in Washington. I'm very interested in that one, a couple other colleges, because they have pretty good art programs or fairly cheaper, easier to get into, and I wouldn't need to spend a whole lot of money, still a lot of money, but not as much. But at an art college, I also would be very interested in. So we'll just have to see. I'm looking at a lot of different options, so I am not really sure. One idea I have is I would love to, depending on where this feature film takes me, and I don't know yet because I'm still in the process of writing it. We'll see. So a lot of options. Let's see. I'm just going down the list. How long did it take to film Smoke? It took, probably should have taken more time. I would love to actually taken more time. Just money got in the way of that, really. It took us 2 weekends. Actually about 2 weeks to film. But it was mainly 2 weekends and trickled throughout the week. What's your dream project? My dream project, there is a dream project I have, but I am not able to do it right now. It is just too big of and too hard of a project, and it costs way too much money. It's a feature film idea I have, but I'll have to do it later on in my life just because it is a very involving project, and it would cost a lot of money to get the rights to certain things that I would want to use. And so I'm waiting and holding out on that project because there's many other things I'm going to try and write a more grounded and realistic script for my first feature before I get into something really big, because I want to try and make something that's realistic and something I can actually probably pull off instead of trying to pull off some big blockbuster that most kids try and pull off. And I know I can't do that, and I don't want to try to do that. So yes. Savannah College of Art and Design. Oh, awesome. Get a full writing go if you could choose. If you're already on your way. Awesome. Yeah, that sounds like an awesome college. I'll actually look into that. There's a lot of colleges I do want to apply for and look into, so that sounds like a great option. If you could choose any actor to be in your films, who would it be? It's really hard because I never really think of actors for a film. I don't know if that makes sense. I never really think of an actor before I think of a film. It's more of I'm on the film and the story, and then because of that story, I think of actors that I would ideally like. For my next film, there are maybe a couple I would really like. There's the actor from a film called Beautiful Boy, who plays a kid. A brilliant film. I love that film. And so I was gonna say, it's a really great film, And the kid who plays the son in that film is one of the best actors, child actors I've seen in a long time, and I would love to be able to work with him. I think it would be fantastic, especially for my next film. What screenwriting app do you use? Final Draft, Slugline, Faden. So I use a free one called Writer Duet. It's really good. It's free, which helps out. Eventually, I would like to be able to get like Final Draft. Final Draft is the software I would love to use. I just need money for that. But I use Writer Duet right now, and it's a great program. I recommend for anyone who's trying to get into screenwriting. It's a great beginner program. But still has a lot of the tools that you'd get pretty much from any other program, and it's free. Only bugger is that it's all online. I mean, you can still write offline technically, but it's online writing, so you have to actually log in online and go through there. So I don't really like that very much. I wish I had a program on my computer I can just go in at any time. But for free, it works really well. Sorry, I think I'm getting a few notifications. So yeah, I'll just wait for any questions, and just gonna look some stuff. Sorry about that. Let's see. What editing software do you use? Sony Vegas? No, not really a huge Sony Vegas fan. I tried it once, and it's all right. It's good. I'm not saying it's bad. Just not my style. I use two programs. I use both Adobe and DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve I've really learned to love. It's a free program also, but still has a lot of the programs that a lot of the features that Adobe does, and any pretty much editing you want to do. Only a few things. It doesn't have some features, and it's for the free version at least, and it doesn't have 4K rendering. But in my opinion, not everything needs to be 4K. You can make an amazing film. Really, it's about sound for me. I'm just kind of going off, but sound is where it's really at. Spend a lot of time on your sound design. It really makes your film just miles above anything else, because sound is everything. And of course, camera work is very, very important, but focus on sound, and you'll be ahead of the game. But yes, I use DaVinci Resolve for color and some editing. It's really really good for that. You can learn the basics really well too. I use Adobe sometimes for certain projects, especially more professional projects that I'm working on, and especially for exporting. There's just too many options for exporting, and so I always go there for that. And yeah, also I have an Angry Man mug, so I had a comment on that. So yeah, other programs I would recommend. I mean, it depends. I mean, really, as long as you can have a program that helps you edit, it's good. But it's really about you, and if you know how to edit and your techniques. And after editing about over 300 videos for my channel, you tend to learn a lot of those techniques, but it takes a lot of editing to really learn. Again, I didn't really get decent editing until, I mean, probably Smoke, or maybe a little bit beforehand. And that was after 100 or so videos. So it takes a lot of time. Yeah. Also, just got this new webcam. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know why I'm coming on that. But I hope everyone has a lovely break or Christmas season / New Year's Eve. Go New Year. I'm going to make a little post about the New Year. I'm very excited. That's weird. Apparently swiping up isn't. Oh, sorry, I have a post. I want to get everyone. Sorry, guys. I'll answer any questions you guys got. Sorry, I'm just making sure this is working. Gonna try this. I'm gonna try this one more time. Give me a hot second. Sorry about that, guys. My link isn't working apparently for this, and some people want to join the stream, and I'm trying to get people on it. Let's sorry about that. I'm gonna answer you guys' question while I'm doing this. What's the first film you made? My first ever film I made was called World Alone. It was my first project, and I'm extremely proud of it. Basically, it was about a nope, I don't want to attach that video. Attach the snap. All right. So basically, my first film was World Alone. I made that released at the beginning of my freshman year, and it was about this kid who wakes up and everyone on the earth has disappeared. I'm very proud of the film. There's a lot of things wrong with it, of course, for my first film, but I'm extremely proud of it because we had one of the biggest turns out. What's with that? I don't know what it is. Biggest turnout for film I've had. It was insane how many people actually came to go see that. But I'm extremely proud of it, and the people from that film and people helped me work on that film, and it's just grown from there. So extremely proud of that. And so far, Smoke is like technically my third big project. I've worked on a ton of projects, but it's my third probably biggest project that actually involved money. And thank you to everyone. If you're in the stream, you actually helped donate. Thank you so much for making this come to life. I'm doing a thing to where if you, we're going to be releasing the film and we're going to send a link to everyone who helped with the film. But if you want a poster, I know, Matthew, you're going to get a poster when I get back. But if you actually helped donate, if you actually did donate, and if you can actually have an email verification of your donation or you're part of the email chain you should get emails from the GoFundMe. If you still want a poster and if you're actually interested in that, please email me. You should, if you go to the GoFundMe, my email should be attached to the notifications for when you donated. If you have that and you want a poster, please email me and I'll ship one to you for free. Because we should have plenty of leftover posters for that. So we are about 40 minutes till the release. I hope people, if you're from the Frugal page, thank you for joining us. It's been, if you don't know about what's going on, this is basically the pre-Q&A before the release of my new film called Smoke. I pretty much promoted it a lot on that page, and it was really exciting. I mean, technically, it's not free. Technically, it's not free since you donated. Yeah, I guess it's not technically free, but you have a good point. Yeah. Anyways, but thank you everyone tuning to the stream for joining us. I guess I can start about some of the processes I haven't been able to talk to before. We're also going to release a bunch of behind the scenes footage about like the actual. I have like a ton of behind the scenes footage of the process of it. From basically we started from pre-production, from the writing process, the editing process, rehearsals. We got it all. It's insane how much footage we have from the entire process of making it, which is really cool. And I think I might make a full length like hour-long video of it. I'm not sure yet. It's gonna take a lot of time, but I want to release that because I want to give people a full look at the process of making a film and a short film and what that involves. Because there's a lot that goes into it, and I think if you want to do it well, there's a lot of things that I think people are very interested. I think I'm not talking right. I do that a lot. I just remember when I first started film, I wish there was a lot more avenues out there for just watching a full length. And there are now, but I wish there was a full thing for maybe a student filmmaker and seeing their whole process and how they did it, the learning of it. And that's the whole thing is just the whole learning process of every single avenue. And every time you make a film, you get better. And I think that's very important to know is that your first project, your second project, even your third and fourth and fifth are not going to probably be when you're starting out your best project. None of them will. You get exponentially better. Anyways, that's my little thing. So I'll probably release a behind the scenes video of it soon. Also because it was just so much fun and everyone who worked on it had a blast and I had a blast. And the stuff we're working on right now, I am beyond excited to get out there to you guys. It is some of the coolest stuff. The script right now I'm writing, I'm very passionate about and probably becoming one of my probably my biggest passion project yet. I'm very excited to work on that. I'm very excited to get some of the other projects I'm working on, get connected more with you guys out there. I'm definitely going to be a lot more active on social media now, start of the new year, more of a weekly basis instead of every couple months or every couple weeks. I'll be definitely active a lot more. So yeah, very excited about that. Part of that actually is I'm going to be starting a podcast and live streams, and I'm very excited about that. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and now I'm able to do it. So that'll be starting up relatively soon. So stay tuned for that. That'll be starting at the beginning of the new year probably. And reviews. I'm doing a lot more reviews. So yeah, we still got half an hour before the release. So I'll be on here for the entire time up until the release. So I'll just answer questions that people who want to pop on, asking questions about the process. I'll be here, and I'll watch it here with you guys too. And we can actually, what am I gonna say? We can all actually, look at the film from there, and some of you guys, what you guys like about it, what we don't like, things that could be improved, all that stuff. So yeah. Just answering some stuff. Anyways, I know we're getting kind of lower on people staying on. I'm going to be here the entire time. We'll stay here for most of the time. Anyway, thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for people who are sticking with the stream. I know it's going to get kind of boring without questions. Only thing I can probably talk about right now, for people who are just joining in, thank you. Welcome to joining the stream. Thank you for joining the stream. Many things. If you have any questions about the process of filmmaking, about the editing, about the writing, about what it takes, about how we did the funding for it, all those stuff, I would love to answer. We're going to be releasing a bunch of behind the scenes soon, which I'm very excited for. But there is definitely a lot that went into the process, and a lot that's going into the next films I'm making. I'd say one of the biggest things I learned two things. One about storytelling. I learned a lot about. We did a lot of show and don't tell, I would say, in the film, and I'm very proud of that. I think that's one of the biggest things I'm proud of is there isn't a lot of exposition, which I hate exposition, and I try not to do that, and I think the film does that well. But what I also learned is there still needs to be enough for people to grasp onto and understand within the beginning of the film so they can tag along with it and have something to hold on to instead of what Smoke tends to be is a lot of ideas. And I'm not trying to diss the film so people don't watch it. I love for people to go watch it. It seems to me one of the faults for me personally in the process of it is that there's a lot of ideas thrown out, which are good ideas, I think, but they're just not fully realized as well as they should have been, or as I would have liked them to be. But that's also up to you. I've had a lot of people who really enjoy the film. It meant a lot to them. Some people it was personal, some people it wasn't. It's a very different film from my past films. It's not, a music video with a guy running through the street trying to return a toy. It's not like a horror film like Home Road, which I really don't know what that was. It's not like Take Me, which I actually love Take Me. It's not where it's just a generic, horror, and there's like some, about the parents. There's a lot of ideas, and I'm very excited about that. Who inspires you in the film industry, and what keeps you motivated? Hi, Mom. A lot of things. Honestly, there's many people in my life and in the film industry. One of my good friends, Matthew Ward, he's been a mentor to me, and I'm very thankful for his help in everything I'm doing. He's been a huge inspiration to me, probably, and he's a close friend and inspiration of mine and mentor. So I'm very thankful for him. Some more inspiration of filmmakers. I'll probably Edgar Wright. Just the way he goes about making films and making his own films. That's a really huge thing to me. Is I would love to be able to write and direct my own films, and that's something I would love to be able to do one day. And so that's definitely a motivation, inspiration to me. there's plenty of people that aren't in the film industry that I look up to a lot too, that are within the entertainment industry. We're getting some lags right there. I don't know what's going on, but I can't really think of everyone in my head right now. But I listen to people like Gary Vee, really smart guy. I recommend listening to his stuff. He's very intelligent about, success and what that means, and, growing an audience. And that's really important. So I really like listening to him. There's just a lot of things, a lot of people that inspire me. But what keeps me motivated? Probably there's two things actually. Maybe three things. One thing, and these aren't in any specific order, they're just three things that motivate me. And I have thought about it actually quite a bit. The first thing that motivates me is always having, and this is going to seem kind of weird, always having a goal. And what I mean by that is I'm always setting a goal. No matter what, right after I get done with a goal, I always have to set another goal. If you're not setting goals, then you kind of lack motivation, and it's really hard to keep motivation up. So I'm always setting goals for myself and always trying to run after those. Second thing that motivates me is my friends and family, the people who surround me, the people who help me with these films. They motivate me every day to always improve and do better than who I was a minute before, the day before, a week before. They always are trying to help me improve, and they are a big motivation to me. And a third thing that motivates me is, I got this from an Oscar speech actually, is the person I'm going to be. And what I mean by that is what motivates me is always trying to reach after someone better and doing something better. And that might seem like it's part of the goals, but it isn't. The goals are more something to set for myself, and, there's just a goal to reach. But a motivation for me is trying to reach the person I'm going to be. I'm never probably going to reach that person, but at least I always have something to reach for and go for. And that's a huge motivation to me. And it's always kept me going through these films, even when it gets really, really hard at times, is always reaching for something with someone. So yeah, that's a big motivation to me. There's also a ton of other things that I set goals for and that motivate me, but that's for another time. So yeah, good questions. Thank you guys for still tuning to the stream. We are half an hour before the release. Getting really excited. I hope you guys really enjoy it, and it would really help out if everyone in the stream shared it. It would mean so much. We really want to get this out there and spread. So that would mean a lot. I'm not making any money off the film on YouTube. So it's not a money thing. I just want to get out there and promote it. So that would be really awesome. I'm going to get a napkin real quick because I think I spilled some coffee. Give me a hot second. And you guys can ask questions or whatever, and I'll be back in like a second, actually. Also, happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good break or holiday season. It's pretty much over. So, yeah. I'm trying to think. It is hard to keep a stream for an hour. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna be doing a lot of fun stuff soon, though. I'm actually really excited for streaming stuff. There's a lot of stuff I have planned, so I won't just be doing a lot of sit-down streams like this. I'm gonna be doing a lot of active stuff. Oh, awesome, Amelia. Thank you. Someone promoted the stream, which is awesome. Yeah, I don't really know. Lots of good questions. Thank you guys for sticking with the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will say it's been a hard process for making a film, but definitely worth it. I'm kind of happy that this project is over. Not that like I hated it. I loved it every second of it. When you get done with a project, it's very tiring because you spend every waking second almost working on it, and it's a lot of time. Worth it. Definitely worth your time, but definitely exhausting. And so it's good to finally put down the project, have it released, have people watch it. And that's a very satisfying thing I think about filmmaking, and pretty much most projects you do, is having not necessarily a reward after it, but having actually some people watch it and admire what you've done after you've done it. So that's just a very cool thing about filmmaking, what draws me to it so much. And I think that's why I want to keep on doing it and love doing it, is there's always an end product, an end goal. What's your favorite song from the most recent Spider-Man movie? That's awesome. That's an awesome question. I love Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse is one of my favorite films of the year. I totally recommend everyone go see it. It is amazing. I've seen it twice already. The animation is beautiful. It is stunning. The acting and the performances are great, or the voice acting is great. It is an amazing film. The animation is absolutely stunning. The story is really well done. So I have two favorite songs from that actually that I've been listening to. I actually downloaded the entire soundtrack because it's great. Probably my favorite song from there is "What's Up, Danger." It's a very end sequence they have, and it's a very, very, very powerful sequence. It's probably my favorite scenes of the year. Great sequence. And "Sunflower," really great song. It was really awesome. So yes, those are my favorite songs. Next question: how did you fundraise, and where did you come up with the storyline? Awesome question. Thank you for tuning to the stream, Stacy. So basically, I fundraised through GoFundMe. It was a very hard process because I originally was going to do Kickstarter. I did that before, but we were set a really high goal, and that was one of the things I learned a lot about. Is it's perfectly okay to set high goals, but still know your limits. We had a really high goal. I actually forgot the amount we tried to go for, but it was a ridiculous amount of money, and I should have known that we weren't going to get that. But I'll never discourage anyone to go for something like that. We ended up raising about over $2,000, maybe almost $3,000 for the film, which is beyond expectations by the end of it, what we thought we were going to raise. But I went through GoFundMe, and we ended up going through GoFundMe so we can actually earn all the money from filmmaking. From filming, we earn all the money from it instead of going through Kickstarter, which is it's all or nothing. If we did that, we probably wouldn't have earned anything, just due to the goal we set originally. But GoFundMe let us change the goal, which was really nice, and we ended up raising about $3,000, which worked for our budget. It limited our time, but we ended up doing it, and it was actually a really amazing process of actually getting that much money in the first place. A lot about marketing for fundraising, because I've done about 2-3 fundraisers by now, it's two things: being persistent, being very persistent, but trying not to be annoying, which is a very hard thing, because you want to get it out there, but you don't want to be in people's faces a lot. So it's a very hard thing to do. I went through Facebook. I did a lot of promotion on Facebook. Some on Instagram. I recommend if you ever do a fundraiser, your main outlets for it are going to be Facebook and probably some Instagram. Snapchat a little bit. Mostly kids are on Snapchat, and none of them are going to donate, mainly because they don't probably have money to donate. Instagram, there's some great avenues for reaching out to other promoters and other Instagram people who actually promote it for you. That's a great avenue. In Facebook, I usually like to promote on there a lot because there's a lot of families and adults, and it's a really great avenue for getting it out there. And I use Facebook a lot, and it worked out really well. So that's like how I fundraise. We developed a fundraising plan. Always develop a fundraising plan. I planned a little bit. I should have planned more. Always have a marketing plan. It's very important. A lot more important than most people realize. Have a marketing plan for it. So you understand your audience, where you're targeting, and what you're doing there. Second part of that question is, where did you come up with the storyline? The storyline actually came to me where I'm at right now. I'm right now at my dad's house in Spokane. And it was 2 years ago now, actually, about a year and a half ago. it was during the summer, and in Spokane we had these fires, and the sky just looked almost apocalyptic. It was insane. But we basically had this smoky sky, and I was with my dog and with my dad, and it was just a really surreal moment with my dad and this dog that I've had for the year, and just the sky. And I just thought it'd be cool to develop a world where it wasn't necessarily post-apocalyptic, but it was just a small story of a dad and his son take caring of a dog. And what would that look like in a world that was really going downhill? And that was the idea for that. And I wanted to tell a very personal and small story. And that was probably where that origin of the storyline began. And then I just ran with that. Okay, we have some other questions I got to answer. How do your parents deal with you in the big lights now? All the fame, attention, women, Benjamins, etc. Do they think you've changed? Oh, yeah, I'm really famous now. Yeah, like my mom said, lots of wine apparently, and coffee, lots of coffee. Yeah, it is interesting, I'd say. Next question. Also wondering what is the next, or if you are working on something currently. I actually am working on a ton of projects currently. I can never sit still. I can never really take a break. I mean, I'm taking a break technically right now, but really my mind is always working on another project, another thing that I would need to do. I can't sit still. So right now I have about 4 to 5 projects in the works. I'm very excited about. Some are smaller than others, so don't worry. I'm not doing like 5 just huge projects. But I do have 2 film projects in the works right now that I'm very excited for. I am currently in the process of writing my feature film, and it's been a process. I've been writing it for the past couple months now, and that's been really fun. So this is my first actual feature film tackle. So I'm spending a lot of time to get it right. I really want to nail the script. So that's one of my big projects. I'm not revealing any information about it because I'm keeping it pretty tight-lipped. I'm also working on a mini series for my YouTube channel that I'm very excited about. Working on that with my team. Very cool project. I'm really excited. It's gonna be hilarious. We're working on a comedy series, and it's gonna be hilarious. And I'm also working on developing a podcast, some live streaming, getting more connected with you guys. I think that's one of my favorite aspects is getting connected with the audience and these people, and I want to grow an audience more. But growing an audience with filmmakers and people and getting more connected with you guys, that's a huge part of what I want to do. And I intend to be doing that with these live streams and podcasts that I'll be doing soon. So yes, I have a lot of projects in the works. I have also some little things in the works, but I can't really disclose those very much. So yes, I have something I'm working on currently. Lots of things to work on currently. So I'm very excited. Man, I want to talk about the feature film so much. I just can't. It's really hard. I really want to so badly. I just can't. I just can't do it. So, and stop me if I do. Really excited. Yeah, we are right now. We are less than 20 minutes away from the release of Smoke. This is really cool. I'm actually really excited about this. So if you are gonna stay with the stream, basically once it releases, I'll actually watch it also with you guys. And if you'd like, what you can do is go ahead and watch the film once it releases, and then come back to the stream once you're done. I'll be here for probably another half an hour after it gets released, and you want to come back, we can actually talk about the film. You guys can ask questions about the film. Anything you guys got, like any input you have on the film. I love getting input and critical feedback. That's very important to me. So any of that stuff would be very welcomed, and we can actually sit here and talk about the process. How did I do a scene? How did we go about it? That's gonna be really important to me. So yeah. But thank you guys for tuning in the stream and sticking with it and all these questions. These are awesome, awesome questions. And man, I wish I could reveal so much I'm working on, because I'm so excited for the new year. I just spilled some coffee. I'm so excited for New Year. I've been planning this year for that past month or two or so, and the plans I got for this year are just out of this world. They're so cool. Some things we're working on. I really want to end next, my next last, because I'm going to the second semester of my junior year, and I'm going to be a senior soon, or in about half a year, which is insane. But I definitely have a lot of plans for those for the next year and a half. I want to do a lot, and I have a lot to complete in that year and a half. So we will see. Yes, but thank you for joining the stream. We are 15 minutes away from the release of Smoke. Excited. Thank you guys for sticking with us and asking your guys questions. If you have any more questions about the process or any other questions in general you guys got, I'll answer them. Personal questions, I'll answer. I'm a pretty open person. I'm pretty chill. I don't know. Thank you guys for tuning the stream and watching me ramble from past 45 minutes. What's the most frustrating thing about making a film? Oh dear Lord. Frustrating thing. There's a lot. I love filmmaking. I'm going to be doing this probably for the rest of my life, but there are definitely frustrating things with anything. Frustrating things, I don't know if it's necessarily frustrating. I mean, there's some things that get annoying or get hard. Some things include definitely fundraising. Fundraising is very difficult. It can get frustrating at times, especially when you're not reaching a goal. Probably some of the most frustrating things are I get pretty frustrated in the editing room because if you didn't get a shot you wanted, or you want to put something in a clip, you don't have that, it can get really frustrating really quickly because you have to rework that scene in that sequence. And sometimes you have to actually move scenes to spots where they aren't supposed to be and try and rework the script in the editing room. I don't recommend that. It shouldn't be like that, but sometimes it just happens. Things happen and you couldn't get a shot. You couldn't get a scene. You have to go do reshoots. Those things that tend to frustrate me, but I wouldn't call them necessarily bad things. They're just, they happen. They come with the job. The egos on set. Yes, that's also probably a pretty frustrating thing. I haven't dealt with that too much, but it can happen. There's definitely people who think very highly of themselves, and I try and I recommend staying very humble. Always be persistent in promoting what you're doing. Be very persistent. Don't ever give up what you're doing and how you're doing it, but try and stay humble. I make friends in the industry. Don't make enemies. It's, be nice to everyone. I recommend that. It's, I'll answer your guys' question in a second. Adapters and Smoke so hard to work with, right, Colton? Demanding Fuji water bottles instead of standard Safeway or Costco bottles. Man, Nico demanding those water bottles. I mean, it was ridiculous. He had to have his cinnamon buns before he could shoot a scene. He must have had his cinnamon buns every morning before the shoot. He had to have cinnamon buns. It was outrageous. It was insane. Oh man, yeah, it was ridiculous. Where did you get that beanie? I got this beanie for Christmas. I got it. Where did I get it actually? I think I got it for Christmas Day. And I've worn it ever since. I think it's my new thing. I like beanies. Beanies are cool. Just like this coffee mug is. Beanies, bow ties, all cool. I don't know if I'll wear it all the time, but I'll wear it a lot. Let's see here. And constant Starbucks runs. Of course. We had a lot of Starbucks runs, actually. That was funny. Yeah, ridiculous. Just ridiculous. How thick are your eyebrows? I don't know. Do they look thick? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I should get a measuring tool. Figure out how thick they are. Nico and his hair. Am I right? Yeah, his hair, the cinnamon buns, the Starbucks runs, ridiculous. I can't believe we even dealt with him. Jeez. It was just ridiculous. Yeah. He's a funny dude. Very fun to work with, but man, he's a funny dude. Yeah. Proud of him though in some ways. You know, he this is his first time acting, and you know, for going out there and doing it, that's a hard thing. He you know went out and he did it, and he's definitely improved since then. But that's a hard thing. I'm very proud of him for that. But yeah. So this question, okay, what are the plans for Smoke in the future? Are plans for Smoke in the future? Any plans to write it into a feature? That's a really great question. I don't really have many plans for Smoke in the future. Of course, I think the world was really cool. I think one of the things I'm really proud of, probably the most, was the world building, which was one of the things I tried to do. And the comment probably I get the most about people who've seen it is the world is cool, and that's something I'm really proud of. I'm glad to actually build a world like that. And so because of that, not necessarily would I continue the story of Gray. I don't think I could. I don't think there's anywhere else really to go with that. But there are other stories I'd love to tell, especially with Harper, which is a character you guys will meet in about 10 minutes or so. There are definitely stories that I would love to develop into features in this world. So that is something maybe in the future I'd be very interested in. But right now, I have about, I don't know if I should say this, 5 feature film ideas I would love to do. Starting small, but I have about 5 feature films. I'm very much loving the idea of developing single stories. I don't really like doing sequels, but single stories, and developing them. And I have a lot of ideas, a lot of cool ideas. Right now, I'm developing 2 of them. I'm really focusing on one at a time. I have another one I would love to do in the future, and I have a couple more really cool ideas down the road, far down the road. But Smoke is one I would probably come back to, depending on how everyone receives it. If you guys really like it, in the audience, you know, people respond really well to it, I would not mind come back to it. I think the world's cool. I think the idea for it is cool, and I would love to develop a feature into it. And the script itself really is a feature film made into a short film. That was, I think, a problem with it too. It really could have been a feature film. I could have easily written it into a feature film, but we didn't. I tried to do a short film, and that was one of the goals, is to shorten, and cut it out, and challenge myself and really try and make something short. Which is a pro and a con, because I learned how to shorten something, but at the same time, it could have very easily turned into a feature film. So again, that is something in the future I would probably like to do. But we'll see. I'm really working hard on this next thing, which is very different from what I've done before. There's no crazy post-apocalyptic worlds or people disappearing or murders. It's very grounded, and a lot of inspiration. I can say this probably. A lot of inspiration for this next film comes from a couple of films, and you'll be surprised. Into the Spider-Verse. There's an element to that film I'm really excited for, that I'm implementing. Good Will Hunting, Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and Up. Those are probably the 4 films I've really taken inspiration for this next film. Very excited about that. Asian lead for next film. Who knows? Really, I am pretty open to people. I don't know. I don't really go about, picking, I like a good actor. So any good actors, that's what I'm looking for. Thoughts on the possibility of needing any more experienced writers / editors? Shameless self-promotion. Sorry, everyone, just ignore me. I will not ignore you. Possibly needing, yes. I always love incorporating more writers. I have a writing team right now working on a mini-series project with me. Really excited about that. And that's really cool, actually working with a team of writers and developing a project. I've never really done that before, and that's new to me, but it's very cool. So, of course, I would love to incorporate new writers, especially editors, actually. I'm probably looking for more editors right now. I have a lot of writers, but editors are really people I'm looking for, because I've done everything, every project I've ever worked on, everything, pretty much, I've edited myself. And getting to the point to where, for all the projects I want to do, it's becoming kind of hard, and I can't edit it all. So I am definitely looking for editors who are interested. If you really are interested in, because I'm doing also editing. I want to do freelance editing. I'm very interested in doing that, and that's gonna be something I'm doing over the next couple months. But if you are interested in editing and you'd love to edit some projects or things we're working on, send me some work you've done, and we can talk. That'd be cool. What editing software do you use? I think this is a previous question, but I use a program called DaVinci Resolve, and I use, of course, Adobe Premiere. Both great programs. DaVinci Resolve is really excellent with color, and I think with its new updates, it's a really solid editing program too. I've used it for editing a lot of my projects, and it's has all the tools you'll need. It's a free program too. If you're really getting started, I highly recommend it. It's a great program, and it runs footage really well, especially very high ProRes footage. It ran very well on a decent computer. Adobe's still great. Costs a lot of money, but actually it's not too bad. If you're a student filmmaker, it's really not that bad. But I recommend both, because usually I go to DaVinci, maybe edit a little bit, maybe do a little bit of sound design and color, and then I'll jump back to Adobe. I do a lot of going back and forth between both, and they actually work really well together. I only had a couple problems, but it's very easily going back and forth. So yeah, if you are getting interested in editing, you have a decent computer, but you don't have much money, I highly recommend doing DaVinci Resolve and learning from there. I did a lot of my videos to that program, and it's a fantastic program. I highly recommend it. Even if you just want to edit some basic, it's very easy for that. So yeah. All right, we are T-minus 3 to 4 minutes before the premiere of Smoke. I'm really getting excited. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. A little nervous, but I'm excited. So if you guys have any other questions before we get into it, I don't know if I'll watch it. I might tune into it. We'll see. Craziness is about to go down. I hope I'm answering these questions. Well, I hope I'm answering you guys' questions, and I hope you guys, these are helpful. So yeah. Outlook on need of script editors, not video editors. Script editors, definitely looking for script editors. Got a lot. We'll see. In the future, I'm always looking and always wanting to support other people who are interested in editing and getting into film industry. I always want to incorporate those people and get them into it. So, really, if you are passionate about writing, I highly recommend. Like, I might in the future need some writer, and for sure I'll like contact me about that, and I'll let people know if I need any. But really, I recommend writing your own projects. Get with it. You know, if you want to do your own project, do it. Just go for it. With all the tools and things available today, it's awesome. What was the funniest / craziest thing that happened on set? Oh, many things. Oh dear Lord. We got like, singing "Take on Me" with the entire crew. Everyone singing "Take on Me" at the same time with the entire crew was just a fun memory. Some of the funniest and craziest things was probably there was a point where someone ordered pizza for us. It was my parents, but I had no idea they ordered pizza for us, and so it just mysterious pizza came to our door, where the set we were filming, and we were just like, "Where did this pizza come from? Who is it from?" Mysterious pizza. That was really fun, and you guys will probably see that behind the scenes. A lot of crazy things. Crazy things. There's a lot of funny things that happen. Of course, there's many funny things that have happened on set, and you guys will see them behind the scenes. Not a lot of crazy things happened. I'd say the craziest thing that happened was just some of the scenes we got to pull off in the amount of time. Like the action in the scene, we pull that off in a reasonably time crunch, and it looks pretty decent. There's definitely ways I would have done it better, but it was really cool how we were able to pull that off. in a reasonable amount of time. So that was probably, I guess, crazy. But I wouldn't say a whole lot of things were just crazy on set. Just a lot of funny memories and awesome memories, actually. So yeah. And I think it has released. I'm going to go check it out to make sure it's up. Let's go see. Just want to make sure it uploaded correctly. Alrighty, is official. Smoke short film is now out on the YouTube channel. You guys can go check it out. Go watch it. Come back to me. We'll talk about it. Any question you guys have is now out. I am so excited. It is released. Boom. I'm going to share it. If you'd like to share with people, I highly recommend it. It'd mean a lot. So I'm going to go on all avenues and we'll share it out. Hold on a second. If you have any questions, you guys ask your questions now. I'll probably pop on and look in a sec. I'm just going to be posting some things real quickly. So just give me a hot second. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be a little quiet for a second. It's officially out. All right, we have a lot of people joining the stream. If you're tuning into the stream, you guys can ask any questions about the film, about filmmaking in general, or you guys can go check out the film. It would mean a lot. Like the film, share it. It would mean a lot to me. Go check it out and tune back. If you have any questions right now, I'll check in a sec. I'm going to be posting a couple things real quick about the film, so just stay tuned. All right, I'm just going to select all, copy, share. Cool. We're just going to share that. Nico's a senior, right? Do you think he will be in any short films after graduation? I'm not sure. The thing with Nico is he's one of my super close friends. He's probably one of my best friends right now, and putting himself out there was a really difficult thing to do, and he did. And of course, there's always room for improvement from his performance and future performances, and he's always improving and getting better, and that's a really cool thing that he's always striving to improve himself. So, of course, I think he would be very good to. I think he will be. I think he will be in future stuff. Of course, I want to see him practice more, and we'll work with him more in improving those skills of acting. But I don't know if he'll be anything huge in the future, but I definitely would love to see him in future things with me. I think that, of course, that would be really cool. So we will see. I'm gonna post this real quick. There we go. But yeah, I really would love to see him improve in future things. So who knows? Sorry, everyone. I'm a little quiet. Opinion on nose hairs. I have no opinion. Nose hairs are wonderful. I don't know. post. I'm sorry, agreed. All right, I guess people are going to watch it. We'll see. I am not sure people are going to react. Editing profile. I gotta do a couple things, so don't mind me while I'm sharing stuff and doing stuff. And it's up. It is up. It's official. Let's see how people are reacting. Already a big jump in views, 3 likes. Awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Again, you guys have any questions about the film, let me know. It is 17 minutes long, so it'll take a bit of time, so don't worry about it. I'll be here. I need to do something really quick, though. Share, copy link, boom, and then I'm going to go to my Instagram. I am right now promoting it, so that's my goal. Great opening shot. Thank you so much. I'm very happy with the opening shot. I wanted to do a radio shot for so long, and I finally did the way I wanted to do it. And we'll talk about probably some things, things I'm really proud of, things I'm not so proud of, things I want to improve upon. There's a lot of things about this film after watching it over probably 100 times that I definitely would love to improve upon, but that comes with everything. Definitely things to improve on. For me personally, most important thing to improve upon is my storytelling. There are a lot of things I probably would have done differently, but anyways, we'll save it. I'm going to. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to be copying some stuff down. All right. Right now, I am just sharing online and stuff, so it's just taking a bit of time. Thank you guys for still sticking with the stream. We still got quite a few people, which is crazy. Thank you guys. Crazy stuff. All right. And tagging people. Sure. Awesome stuff. Post my story real quick. I'm just putting it all out there. It's craziness, I know. Let's see. Let us see. I have to find the poster. Where did I put it? There it is. Got 4 people in the stream. Sorry I'm doing this. Doing some stuff right now. Link it. I'm like learning a bunch of new things as I'm working on this. All right. It's out. Cool. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I just need to officially post it, get it out there, and we are good to go. Awesome. It's officially out to the world. So we'll answer some questions now for probably another 15 minutes, and then I gotta go to the grocery store and get some food because I need to make dinner tonight. Anyways, worst movie you've ever seen? That's a really tough question. I don't like knocking down movies. I mean, like, there's a lot of movies. I know a lot of people will disagree with that because a lot of movies I've seen recently that I've not given great reviews, but I've given okay reviews. I don't hate these movies, people. I like them. Venom's a good movie. There's just some flaws with it. That's all. Same with Aquaman. Brilliant. It's a good cheesy movie. The action is amazing. It's really well done, you know. It's just there's definitely flaws with it. So, anyways, worst movie I've ever seen. That's tough. I mean, I'm really thinking of a film that I've seen and I walked out of and I just went, I don't want to watch anymore. Probably the Divergent series. I hated all those films, to be completely honest. I didn't like any of them. I just did not like them at all. They were just not very good. Those are films I would definitely not want to watch again. I probably couldn't watch again. Besides that, that's the only film series I've really actually like spoken out and been like, yeah, I do not like it at all. I don't think I mean, there's definitely films I probably wouldn't want to watch again, but there's not really a film I single-handedly like hate. So, definitely, you know, yeah, I don't really know what to say. That's probably about it for me. Off the top of my head, of course. So, all right, we are getting some good feedback. I'm just going to check on I know a lot of people are probably going to actually check it out right now and watching it. And the spike in videos is insane. Wow, thank you guys for the love and the likes. Wow, this is crazy, guys. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, guys. Within 12 minutes, we jumped to 44 views. That's crazy talk. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Forgot to do this real quick. Forgot about Snapchat. Snapchat's a really good avenue for doing this, so got to do that. Let's go to a good picture. I got to find a good picture. All right, guys, I'm sorry. You thought my promoting was done? Of course not. I'm never done. I got to promote it, man. You know? Got to get it out there. Now, where's a good picture? Why am I missing a picture? I think it was after this. There it is. Boom. Boom. Nope, this one. This is the one I want to edit. Nope. There we go. Edit photo. Paste. Glow. And we'll have that like that. Sure. And then we'll do a swipe up. Like how you guys are looking at how I'm advertising this. It's kind of funny. Oh, I haven't seen this one before. This is cool. Swipe up. It's cool. All right. Anyways. Nope. I need to go find the link for Smoke again. Because, yeah. Anyways, if you're coming back from watching the film, if you'd like to come back and then we can talk about it and, you know, we can go over it, I guess, if you have any questions about the film, questions of characters or something like that. I know a lot of people might have questions because the ending is very auspicious. I think it's the word. There's a lot of things that are left unanswered, but definitely a lot of things are left answered also. So it is, we will see. My story. Attach. Boom. Is now out there for the world. Like entire world now. Now officially everyone can go see it. Man, craziness. I know a lot of people will be very busy today. I just wanted to get out there for the new year. So everyone can watch it New Year tonight. You can watch it tonight. Share it with friends and family. It's fairly family friendly, I guess. Not really. I mean, sort of. I mean, it's not. It's like PG-13, I guess. I don't put a rating on it, but I guess if you want to put a rating on it, that's the rating. There's not much swearing, and there really isn't gore or anything. There isn't gore. I don't know why I'm saying that. There isn't any. But I recommend it. It'd be awesome. And cool thing, if you like, send a picture of you, hashtag smoke short film, of you watching it. You can Twitter, you can Instagram. It'd be cool to see you guys actually watching it and, either watching on YouTube, watching with friends and family today, or, go all out and spread the hashtag smoke short film. That'd be really cool. Why not? Let's do it. So if you're watching it, spread the hashtag. Be really cool. So yeah, that would be awesome. If you have any questions about it, I'm going to be on for another 15 minutes or so. I give people enough time to really, go through it, watch it. And if you're joining us, come back from watching it, then you guys can ask questions about the film, the process, anything you guys got. It'd be really cool to answer some questions. Maybe you got some questions about what the heck happened at the end? What was that about? So yeah, still got 4 people. Hey, Chris Burnett, welcome to the stream, man. How's it going? I don't know if you just came back from watching the film. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, welcome to the stream, man. That's awesome to see you. Or your text. I decided to go on here to do streams now because, why not? It'd be fun time. So far, the film's doing really well, guys. Yes, awesome job. It's doing well. Thank you guys for all the love and feedback, and it's been great. If you have any questions about the film after watching it, come back here and we'll talk about it. You guys, digging questions about it. About how we did a scene. Maybe you have questions about how it turned out. Why did this character do this? Why did the scene go like this? What some things you guys out? We have a lot of people joining the stream right now. If you guys have any questions about it, please let me know. I'll answer any of you got. Just watched it. It's fantastic. Thank you so much, man. That means so much. I'm really glad you like it. Spent a lot of time on it. Very happy. Awesome. Thank you so much. If you guys don't know, Chris is a friend of mine. We worked very closely together on promoting each other's stuff. Helped promote the GoFundMe and all the stuff for this film, which has meant so much to me. And he was with me during the process of it, and the process of making this film. And it's just really cool connecting with other filmmakers. He's one of the first filmmakers I actually connected with on the Frugal page. So it's been really cool. Along with Marcus Wood, I don't know if you guys know. If you guys watch the credits, he did all the composing for that. So if you guys actually are interested in looking at the music, I should put that in the description. I'll probably put that in the description of the video soon. You guys can actually go and download the entire soundtrack and listen to the entire soundtrack for this film. Pretty cool, right? And you can download it and listen to it. It's pretty sick. It's awesome. I highly recommend it. It's really beautiful. Awesome work by Marcus. When can we expect a director's commentary? Very soon. Actually, so what I'm doing right now is we're going to release the behind the scenes within the next couple days, and then probably when I get back, and then I'll be also releasing a full-on director's commentary. So we'll watch the film, and I'll do my full-on commentary of it, and that'll be out for everyone to watch. So it's pretty cool. And again, if you donated, please let me know through email. There should be an email through the GoFundMe when you actually donated and you actually went through that process. If you did that and you got an email notification of your donation, you should be able to email me directly, and I can get you a poster for free, which would be awesome. So, awesome stuff. Sorry if I glance at my phone every once in a while, guys. Just getting some feedback and people messaging and watching it. So yeah, director's commentary will be soon, along with some behind the scenes. So I guess I'll be here for another 10 minutes or so, answering any questions you guys got. It'd also mean a lot to me if you guys went out and shared the film, share with friends, family, anyone you guys know. It would actually mean a lot for getting it out there and hopefully getting our name out there. But yeah. Also, thank you for people who are subscribing. It means a lot. So, right now, just looking at statistics wise, where is it at? Where is it? It's not registering the film. It's a lot of views, so it's actually not registering it. Awesome stuff. Cool. For 20 minutes. So yeah, I'll answer questions for another 10 minutes or so, and then and again, it doesn't end here. If you guys have any questions, you guys can, after the stream, go on the video. You can guys ask questions there. I'll answer. I'll be very active, probably in the comment section of the video. I'll be very active there, and then on social media, you can contact me. I'll probably do some live streams throughout the next couple of days, and you guys can ask questions then. I'll be very active and very very welcome to answering questions you guys got. So boom, diggity. Yeah. Let's see. Cool. Yeah, and again, really quickly, as the film is getting watched and people are going out and seeing it, I want to thank everyone here who supported, whether you've come to the streams or you've just shown your support, you donated, you helped with the film in some way, promoting, any way possible you've been involved in this film, thank you. It's meant so much. I know it's really hard to support a film since, you don't know if it's going to get off the ground. You don't know if it'll be finished. So that's a very hard thing to do. So every person who's helped support it, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me in getting this project out there. Since it is very hard to get these type of projects out there and for people to see. So really, thank you. And from the entire team of Smoke and all the future stuff we work on, thank you so much for your guys' support and everything. It really means a lot. I could thank you all 1,000 times. So thank you. So yeah, we have some people coming back to the stream. If you just got back from watching the film, let's answer some questions right here and start a conversation. Pretty cool. And or if you guys got some questions about it, just watched it. Awesome stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. It was awesome. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm really glad you liked it. We put a lot of work into it and a lot of time into it, and the editing room was insane. It was very fun to go through and edit, besides a couple scenes. So thank you guys. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask about a process, about maybe a specific scene. I'm here to answer. Awesome stuff. So I'm going to go over here real quick. Yeah. Chris, I just want to point out how remarkable it is that you made a film with that production value at your age. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much that means to me. Man, that means a lot. Really the biggest thing with this film. And you guys can also go watch another film I made called Take Me. Those two films, a lot of things we're trying to strive for now is I want to nail not only the production value, but the script at my age. I really wanted to do something that at my age it hasn't been done before. And I really think we accomplished it. And so that means a lot, Chris. Thank you. Thank you for that comment. That means a lot. It means we did it. We did complete that production value, and that was really important to me. Really getting that done. Last shot, was it difficult adding clouds and stuff? I would ask that to Matthew. He did pretty much all the special effects for this film, which was awesome. Thank you to Matthew for doing that. That was just outstanding work, especially the amount of time he had to do it. I would say, I don't know. That would be a question for him, but through the process of going back and forth and going through different shots and the communication, I imagine it was probably pretty difficult, especially with all the trees in that shot. Some of the shots were very difficult. That one I think was probably a little bit easier because of the slow movement, and some were just easy because there was no movement at all. There was definitely a shot we had to cut because there was just too much movement going on. And when there's a lot of movement in trees, it's very hard to accomplish it. But for having as much trees as we had in that background and all that stuff, I think it looks fantastic. I think, the goal was not to have too much special effects because that is extremely hard to pull that off correctly. So we did very limiting. But with how much we had, I think we pulled it off and it looks fantastic. I'm very happy, especially with the budget. How much was spent on other things besides special effects? Crazy. So, yeah, I'm just very happy with the production value of it. The opening shot, ending shot. Are you a hands-on camera kind of director? Or yes, I am very hands-on. Doesn't mean I don't like having other people. Zach was our director of photographer. Really good friend of mine, and I love working with people. I like cooperating, and while I am a very hands-on director, I like having other people also have their shine and do their stuff. And Zach had a lot of moments where he did entire scenes, entire sequences, and that was really cool to see what he was capable of doing. And so I would say a director of photography was both a combination of me and Zach working together on that, and it was really cool. He did the final shot of the film. I did the opening shot. He did the final shot, which are probably the two most important shots to me. Or maybe not the most important, but they're very important. They have a lot of symbolism for the entire scope of the film. It is really a lot there you can digest. But yes, I'm a very hands-on camera kind of director. I like delving into every process. In fact, during this past couple of years when I was learning filmmaking, and still am learning filmmaking, every project I worked on, I tried to do something new. Like I would work in audio, lighting, camera work. I like knowing everything about everything on set, so I have a little bit of knowledge of everything. So when I'm going to a department or talking with something, I actually have a little bit of knowledge of what that is, so I can describe what I'm looking for in a good way, so they know, so that department or those people know exactly what I'm looking for. And I think that's a really important thing, is knowing each department and understanding, the lingo and the talk, and all those things are very important. But yes, I'm a very hands-on camera type of guy, and I do a lot of camera work for my own films, especially Take Me, the horror short film. You guys can scroll down my YouTube channel a little bit. It's actually probably right below this. Take Me, I did all the camera work for that. I directed, edited, wrote, and shot that film in one day. That was awesome. That was a crazy project and so much fun to work on. That was a really fun project. Doing a horror short film. I always wanted to do one correctly. In my mind, what I thought was correctly, I wanted to do something more creepy, and that's what we tried to do with that one. So yes, I'm a very hands-on director. I'm also a rambling director. I like to ramble on. Sorry. Answer some questions and people. Cool stuff. This is awesome, guys. I'm just having people go check it out. All right. Some more questions we got. Do you watch Filmart? If so, do you think you might share smoke with him for Ryan Cohen to critique it? I would love to. I do watch Filmart a lot, actually. I watch Filmart a ton. I really love what they do. They have the same philosophy of really, going out, and they're pretty, they have a lot of high production value right now. It took a while to get there, and I really admire what they did to do that. I would love to share this with him. I might email to him. I'll try and get in contact with him. That would be amazing if he actually we got in contact with him. I'd love for him to critique it, and that would be really cool. I don't want to put that pressure, because I bet a lot of people send him emails and to critique their films, and I imagine how hard that is. Because when you do one, you kind of want to do all. So, and it's a hard thing to do. So I might shoot an email to him, and if he does, that'd be great. If not, no problem at all. But that'd be really cool. Hey, mate, how old are you again? So I actually just turned 17 yesterday, or 2 days ago. So during the process of making Smoke and all these other films, I was been 16. So just turned 17 yesterday. Cheers to that, my birthday. I don't feel any different. Haven't really. I still feel like I'm like 13 or 14. So, Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I might shoot an email to him. That'd be cool. I really like that. I like them. I also watch D for Darius. I love his stuff is really great. Yeah, D for Darius is really cool. Who else do I recommend? Every Frame of Painting, very great analysis videos. So yeah. Happy birthday, dude. Thank you so much. Happy belated birthday. Mine's in a couple days. Oh, awesome. Well, happy early birthday, Chris. That's awesome to hear. Potato Jet. Potato Jet? Potato Jet. Is that a filmmaker channel? I've never heard of it. Let me look it up. Unless that's what I accidentally said. Basically, Film Right, D for Darius, and Potato Jet. Yes, it is a filmmaker. I have heard of these guys. I have heard of this guy. Yes, I have. I haven't seen a whole lot of his stuff. I'm gonna subscribe. He looks really good. I'll check him out. I think I've seen a couple of his videos when I've been looking at stuff. Cool. I'll check him out. And his Potato Jet and his Red Cam. Love to use actually. Well, I would love to use Red. I would love to use any camera like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big RE fan. I love the RE look. I'm not a huge fan of super clean polish. I like more of that green. So, not saying that REs aren't clean polish. They are, but I would love to get my hands on an RE camera. That would be really cool. And hopefully, maybe for my feature film, I don't know yet. We will see. Budgeting. I'm tackling budgeting in a very different way this next time around. So we'll see how that goes. 69 views, 6 likes. Awesome, guys. Thank you guys for showing support on the film. It's been great. I'll stick on for another about 15, maybe 10, 15 minutes or so, and then I gotta head out. But favorite movie. Ooh, that question's hard. So far, one of my favorite movies of this year is probably either Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Mission Impossible, great action movie, or I mean, there was a ton of good films this year. I don't know. Infinity War was a great movie. Honestly, I love that movie. So, I know a lot of people like that movie. But okay, favorite film overall, and that's kind of the question you're asking, so I should probably get more specific. I don't really have a favorite film overall. I have a ton of favorite films. I can name a few off the top of my head that films I can just watch any point, like Good Will Hunting, The Dark Knight. A lot of people don't really enjoy this movie, but I really do, is Secret Life of Walter Mitty. It's one of my favorite films. I know some people don't like it. I really love that film. There's so many. Yeah, I really, that film was a really big inspiration to me. Some of my favorite anime movies all time, probably Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but I really love probably Up and Wreck-It Ralph. Up and Wreck-It Ralph are one of my top really good ones, and one of the best animated movies in terms of animation that I really love is Ratatouille. Love that movie's animation. It's really actually a beautiful movie with all of the food and all that. It's really cool. Probably favorite comedies. I'm a big sucker for Step Brothers. Step Brothers is really funny. Deadpool 2 is hilarious. Those are really good. Favorite action movies, John Wick and John Wick 2 and The Bourne Identity, some of the best action films I've ever seen. Love those films. Best dramas, Good Will Hunting, and Logan, actually. I really like Logan. Logan's one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. What's another drama? Prisoners is a really great drama movie. Really recommend that. Probably my favorite action movie of all time. I love Mission Impossible, but my favorite action movie of all time, probably for its style and just the way it's done, is Baby Driver. Hands down, great action movie. So those are just a few. I have lots, but those are just a few I can name off the top of my head. So, yeah. I'm almost out of coffee. That's depressing. I can say this live stream has been a huge success. And thank you to everyone who's thank you to everyone who's actually tuned into the entirety of the stream. That's amazing. We've actually kept up like 3 viewers or more the entire time, which is phenomenal. It's awesome, guys. Cool stuff. I'm just kind of checking out stuff as people are just checking it out and going to watch it. I know a lot of people are going to be busy today since it's New Year's Eve, but hoping people go check it out with their families and friends tonight and tomorrow and throughout the week. That'd be awesome. We will see. All right. Cool beans. I think we're about done for the day. Or the stream. I want to thank everyone for, tuning the stream. I'm going to stay on for another couple minutes here, but I'm going to start wrapping it up, because I have to go do stuff. But, thank you guys for all your comments and your support. Thank you guys for everything, really. The stream went really well, and thank you for sticking with me, checking out the film. Me and a lot of you guys should share it. Feedback. Don't worry. This isn't it. If you still have questions, you still have comments about the film, feedback, whatever you guys got, you can go onto the actual video itself and leave some comments, and I'll be very active on there throughout the day and next week. I'll be very active and responding to stuff, so don't you worry about that. Again, thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to end it right here, actually. If you guys any questions for me, you guys can also private message me. I'm pretty active. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys for the next project or thing or whatever's going on. Bye, everyone.